His opportunity to be better remains there because we didn't complete the job last year.
Media. I'm Elliot Parrish, and I expect Ellie Henderson to join me later. Both Niles North and the Schurz Bulldogs have 8 wins so far this year, though Schurz is farther into their season. And I was asking myself earlier, what could you buy if you had $1 for every point Niles North has scored during this season? They've scored 841 points. So with that money, you could buy a plane ticket in first class to Mexico because of the Vikings' prolific offense. They've been very fun to watch this year, led by the likes of Miles Davis and Elijah Bull, shooting amazing three-pointers that have been able to bamboozle their opponents so far. But it'll be a very competitive matchup today because of the equal records here for this home game.
Some of the greatest comeback stories never show up in the sports section. At Athletico, our physical therapists help people overcome pain and discomfort and get back to doing the things they love to do. Start your comeback. Schedule your free injury screening today at athletico.com. Athletico Physical Therapy, better for every body.
You're hearing stadium announcer Mr. Gregerman read the Schurz Bulldogs lineup. The Vikings, led by Coach Olsen this year, have had quite the season to remember, though not quite as good as 2017, when they had a long winning streak to start. The Vikings have already amassed a number of losses so far to make for a mixed record early in the season. There's Omar Polycap, who had quite the number of free throws last year and is back, along with Aquan Smart from 2017, to help the Vikings out in 2018 as well. It's the Schurz Bulldogs versus the Niles North Vikings on Viking Media. Okay, tipping off for Schurz is Elijah Clay, number 11. And for the Vikings, Jalen Butler, the guard. Schurz wins the toss. Here's Nakiel Shelton. Shelton to Katie. We're working inside for two. Already a foul. Niles North has played 13 games so far, while Schurz has only played 16. So they're a lot farther into their season already than the Vikings. Swatted out of bounds by Omar Polycap, the veteran on varsity, who was here last year. Good to see him back. Here's Shelton. Shelton to Elijah Clay, and the play ends as Polycap is thrown to the ground. Schurz basketball fans will be excited because they have a game at the United Center in Chicago coming up on February 9th of this year. That will be a big game for them, to be sure. Here is Aquan Smart. Smart to Polycap. The Vikings can't get inside the three-point line, so Smart takes a shot outside and gives up the ball. Elijah Clay with the rebound. Andres Katie for Schurz committed a foul, so... Oh, I'm sorry. The Schurz Bulldogs will get the ball right now, excuse me. And here's Elijah Clay. For two. No good. Clay is at the line. And the Vikings and Schurz are in different conferences, but it's been quite the talk of high school athletics lately about the IHSA. They're planning to rearrange the conferences, so the Central Suburban South that Niles North is in, for example, would be switched up. And that might cut off long-time rivalries, though Niles West is pretty close to Niles North, and it's based on geography. Here's the Vikings' offensive drive. For three, no good from Elijah Bull. Bull again for two. No. Terrible ball control gives the Schurz Bulldogs the ball. Here's a shot for three. It's good from Katie. Andres Katie brings the Schurz Bulldogs score up to 4. Alright, we'll thank our sponsor for this quarter of the game, Athletico. And here's Blake Taylor. To Anderson. A foul on the Vikings. So if Glenn Olson takes this win, it will be the 184th win of his career. He's the winningest coach ever in Vikings history, and it's 0-4 Vikings with 5 minutes left in this quarter. Tavion Anderson loses the ball for the Bulldogs. Schurz was led by Coach James Shelton. They came 10 miles north from Chicago. And good evening, everyone. I'm Elliot Parrish. Thank you for joining Viking Media tonight. It's great to be with you. First game of the new year. Here is Aquan Smart. And 4-3, no good from Polycap. 2 from Tavion Anderson. Ball for 2. Yes. So the Vikings are ranked 81st in the state of Illinois, while the Schurz Bulldogs, get ready for this, are ranked 412th. So the Vikings are totally favored in this game, yet Schurz has 3 times the score as the Vikings. It's 2-6 right now, the Vikings, the home team, losing. Elijah Clay with the ball to Kayvon Anderson, who's already gotten 2 points today. The shot for a long 2 is no good from Blake Taylor, and the play ends. Smart to pass it in to Elijah Bull. Here's Smart for 3, no good. For 2 points, Smart keeps Andres Katie from getting those 2, with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Elijah Clay to pass it in, or to pass it out of bounds, because Aquan Smart was in his face. So Schurz has scored 744 more points total this season than the Vikings, and that's showing right now, because it's 2-6 with the Bulldogs leading. Schurz, prolific offensive drive. Shot from Yusuf Olif, no good, and let me tell you about him. He's a freshman, the guard who's 5'8", and he wowed the home crowd last time with his amazing three-point range. It was surprising to see him not be able to get that one. Timeout. So, here's a fun fact about this game. The home crowd isn't very big today, it's winter break, but for most of the digital world, this game was not listed and really wasn't supposed to exist. If you look on all the major basketball websites, this game was not originally scheduled, but it started at 4:30 today, and for those who did show up here at Niles North, I'm glad they made it. Okay, immediately a foul with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And the Vikings will get the ball. Smart finds Bull. With the score 2-3 with 2 minutes to go in this quarter. A shot for three is no good from Robert William Pryor. The refs call a foul in that jumble of a play. And that puts the ball to the Schurz Bulldogs. Here's Elijah Clay. Six fouls total, 3 for each team in this game. For two, Elijah Clay gets it. Elijah Clay commits his fourth team foul of the game in getting those points. Oh, so it didn't count. The score's still 2-6. And there's a Quan Smart for three. What a shot. Nakiel Shelton passes it out of bounds to the Vikings bench. Niles North has not lost a home game yet this year. But they've lost all 2 away games. Smart for another three. No good. Andres Cady passes it out of bounds. Lewis Abraham to pass it in. And now it's the Vikings ball. Here's Bull. To Smart. Less than 2 minutes to go in this quarter. Here's a breakaway for Schurz. And now Bull gets the ball from Lewis Abraham. For two. No, Kavion Anderson snatches it up. And it's swatted out of bounds as the play dies. So, Schurz Bulldogs have won 8 games and lost 8 games so far this season. Their away record is 1-1, meaning that they don't really have an away game scare the way the Vikings do. The Vikings have lost all 2 away games while they've won all 3 of their home. Milton passes it out of bounds. And with 1 minute to go in this first quarter, it's surprising to see the Vikings losing 4-6. This is the first time they've trailed in a home game this year so far. I mean, in the first quarter. Here's Kevin Anderson. Nakiel Shelton for 3. That was a great shot, and here's Smart immediately answering with 2. Smart's second score of the game, and here's Anderson at it again. Omar Polycap finds a man, and now Robert William Pryor loses control of the ball. Polycap for 2, yes. That makes it 8-9, Vikings down by 1. First quarter's almost done, and it's been a dirty game because there have been 10 fouls so far. Coach Olsen, who's the coach of the Vikings, has been here for 9 years. He would love to get another win today. Their Schurz offensive drive, no good. Can the Vikings get the buzzer beater? No. 9-9, it's tied with 3 quarters to go here at Niles North. So, the Vikings and the Bulldogs here in the first game of 2019. Hello, I'm Elliot Parrish, and thanks for joining us on Viking Media. The Vikings have not lost at home yet, and so, trailing for most of the first quarter, it was a surprise to the home crowd here. Now it's tied. This is a very competitive matchup, as, like I mentioned earlier, both teams have 8 wins, so it should be close.
This is Troy D'Souza, Niles North Viking alum, now at the University of Missouri studying sports journalism, and you are watching live sports right here on the Niles North Viking Media channel on YouTube.
So the Vikings overall, their program has a winning record, 199 games won in history, 155 lost, so it's close. And here's Bull, passes for the shot for 2, that's good. from Daly and Suddick. That makes it 11-9 Vikings. And now with the second error passing it in that has been committed in this game by Schurz, they'll try again. And here's Kavion Anderson working across the court. Here's Ball. To Smart. And they're in Death Valley, not able to get inside the three-point, even the range to shoot. So the next game that Niles North will play after this will be on the 8th of this month against New Trier. That'll always be big. It's played in Winnetka, though, so you won't be able to see it on Viking Media. There's two for the Vikings, and it's tied, 11-11. Smart is at the line. And I'd like to make a correction. Earlier I said the New Trier game won't be on Viking Media. It will. So make sure to join us at 7 p.m. It'll be right here in the Niles North gym. It'll be quite an exciting game on the 8th of January. Here's Elijah Clay. To Abraham. And another foul. That's the 13th of the game. It's 12-11 Vikings. Schurz gets two with Kenya Milton. And Milton commits the foul while he scores. Coach Olsen is steaming mad. His team is losing by 1. It's 12-13. And the whole arena can hear him yelling right now. The winningest coach in Vikings history, giving his team trouble right now. He's never had a losing season, by the way. It's 12-13 Vikings. A fancy play with passing gets it to Polycap. And there's a shot for two that's no good. And the Vikings give up the ball. Here's Lewis Abraham. for two. No. So here's the free throw from number 23, Lewis Abraham. And the score is now 12-14 Bulldogs. It's been quite the up and down season for them this year because their longest winning streak is one game, not a streak at all. It's been win, loss, win, loss. And here's Robert William Pryor. Gives the ball to Bull. For two. No good. Lewis Abraham winds down the clock. It's about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Bull to Polycap outside, and there's three from Jalen Butler. Nikhili Shelton for two. That's a long one, but in the three-point line. That's his second score of the game. It's 15-17 with the Vikings losing. The Bulldogs have let up 195 more points this year than Niles North has let up so far. And that's relevant because they are trailing. No, they're... We're seeing the Vikings execute very sophisticated passing plays on their offensive attack. And it's been fun to watch, but it doesn't seem to help them get inside the range where they can make an easy layup. They tried one right there and they gave up the ball, but the Vikings get it back. Here's Robert William Pryor. And their two attempt is no good. So for those Vikings fans who are watching who have never heard of Carl Schurz High School, they're a high school 10 miles from here in Chicago. They're famous for offering a 3-year finance academy. That's their claim to fame. By the way, the 2 times this game has been played in history, the Vikings have won. Their shot for 3 is no good from the freshman, Joseph Olis. Jalen Butler with the foul, so Nikhili Shelton will be at the line. No good, and the Bulldogs get the ball. The purple and yellow, we're noticing, have very nice matching shoes on the courts today. It's a good look. With yet another foul, that would be the 17th in this game. Number 11 committed that foul. That would be Elijah Clay. So Jalen Butler is at the line. That makes the score 17 Vikings, 19 Bulldogs. With the 2-point lead for the yellow and purple, here's the breakaway for Niles North. There's two from Robert William Pryor. The crowd is in it. There's Lewis Abraham. And the attempt for three is no good from Andres Cady. Zachy Creighton Gillette for Niles North passes it out. I don't get to call his name much, but he's the 6'2" pivot who will graduate next year. Abraham to Anderson for two, no good. Here's William Pryor again. And from Butler, the score. It's 21-19, with the Vikings now taking the lead. Nakiel Shelton passes to Anderson, and it's out of bounds. There's a foul on Schurz. Polycap. To William Pryor for two, no good. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Shot from Taylor, no good, and it's the Vikings ball. Elijah Bull runs down the clock. He needs an open man. And the refs whistle the play dead. It's 21-19, Niles North on top for the first time in this game today. For those of you joining this game in progress, the Bulldogs came out swinging and startled Niles North by leading 6-2, heading 3 times the points Niles North did in that first quarter, before the game became tied, and now the Niles North Vikings are finally on top. Extra point from Bull. Schurz makes another mistake just while trying to pass the ball in. The second time they've done that in this game. And so now it's the Vikings' ball. Let's see if Bull and the Vikings can beat the clock with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this half. Niles North they scored 1,859 points last year, and they did it with a lot of long shots. Here's another. Bull, no good. And there's Butler for 2. "40 seconds left in the half. Polycap with the breakaway. Loses the ball. Milton gives up the ball on what looked like was going to be a good layup. And there's 17 seconds left in this half. 24-19, Vikings on top. Ball gets the 2. And so that makes the final score for the half 26-19 Vikings. Thanks for joining Viking Media. I'm Elliot Parrish, and I will see you after halftime. Good joining you for the first game of the new year. And to Athletico, our sponsors, thank you very much.
Some of the greatest comeback stories never show up in the sports section. At Athletico, our physical therapists help people overcome pain and discomfort and get back to doing the things they love to do. Start your comeback. Schedule your free injury screening today at athletico.com.
1,427 days ago, the Niles North Vikings played the Bulldogs of Schurz. And the score, Niles North by 32 points. It was quite the blowout. Now, years later, in 2019, it's 26-19. Quite a close game, with Schurz leading in the first quarter, only for Niles North to take the lead in the second. I'm Elliot Parrish. Thank you for joining Viking Media with the third quarter about to start. 7-point lead for the Vikings. Now, Mr. Henderson is our director, our graphics made by Sarah, and on the cameras, Noam and Derek, bringing you views of quite an exciting game today. I'm Elliot Parrish. Here is the second half by Nakiel Shelton, who scored twice already this game. Here's a breakaway with Bull. No good. And Smoke couldn't finish it. Now, there's already a foul. Third foul of the game for number 24, Andres Cody. It was quite a dirty first half in terms of fouls, to be frank, with, I believe, 16. Here comes Elijah Clay. And a foul. Jalen Butler had the foul done to him, so the Vikings will get the ball here. Smart for two, no good. Taylor. Lots of heavy gridiron defense on the ground today for this game. It's been low scoring so far. And here's Polycap seeing if he can't get the Vikings more. Smart for two. In and out. Smart with the breakaway. An impressive layup. It's 29-19 with the Vikings on top. So for those of you who are joining us in progress, it was a dramatic first half because the Bulldogs had 3 times the score the Vikings did in the first quarter. Then, like I said earlier, the Vikings came back and now they're leading by 10 after Glenn Olson, the winningest coach in Vikings history, gave his team quite an angry pep talk that we could hear all around this arena. It was so loud. So now, with the Vikings up by 10, it's time for the second half. 6:31 left in this quarter. There's Smart at the line. He helped the Vikings get such a successful season last year. They went 23-4, and they never lost by more than 6 points all season. For 2. No good from Lewis Abraham. This year, the Vikings have started out with 2 wins before losing to Lane Tech. They have had 5 losses and 8 wins so far this season. Lewis Abraham is at the line. (20-30) Vikings. And now it's 20-32 with a wonderful layup by Jalen Butler, his second score of the game. My goodness. There's a foul on Polycap for the Vikings, and that is the 5th foul in more than 5 minutes. And there's 3 from Tyrell Nicholas. His first score of the game. Nakiel Shelton. For 3. Sinks it! His 3rd score of the game. That was one of the most impressive shots we've seen today, with the Vikings defense right on him. It's 32-26 with the Vikings still on top. The breakaway with Smart. What a dunk! With rapid fire scoring, 34-26. The refs stop the momentum with a foul. The foul was on Zaki Creighton-Gillette. And here's Smart with the ball yet again. He attempts his second score in 1 minute and misses. Here's Nakiel Shelton. So we've seen many fouls so far in this game, with 6 total, with some gridiron defense down near the net. But it's been fun to watch too, because there have been some athletic layups like the one we just saw by Elijah Bull, the sophomore. Two from Lewis Abraham. And it's 36-30 with the Vikings on top. for three. Yes, from Jalen Butler, his third score of the day. And here's another three attempt, no good, from Niles Shelton. Butler inside, and it's swatted away. It's a three-score game, and here's Kevin Anderson. The Vikings' home game advantage, you can hear how loud it is in here, is real. They've won over 76% of their games at home since 2012, and they have lost 0 zip nada home games so far this year. Ball for two, no good. Two minutes to go this quarter. Ball can't get around Andres Cady. Smart for two, no good. Quan Smart is at the line because Kevon Anderson committed his third foul. Last year, Schurz went 19-7. Their rank in Illinois last year, 173rd. Compare that to the Vikings, who had a prolific year last season. They were ranked 17th in the state in 2017. (41-30) Vikings. Here's Kenya Milton. For three. Niles Shelton misses. And Zachy Creighton Gillette is down. He's back up, but there was a foul. A foul on Kenya Milton of the Bulldogs, so Smart from Niles North will get the ball. Yusuf Olaf misses. Okay, we're hearing Smart has committed his third foul. And that's 9 already of this quarter. Anderson for two, no good. Here comes William Plyer. Finds a man with Dalian Suddeth for two. That's his first score of the game. Achiel Shelton, and the play dies. So Zachy Creighton Gillette made a foul, so now Schurz gets the ball. So Schurz is in the Chicago Public White North Basketball Conference. They're with the likes of Peyton and Mather, competitive, and there's another foul. Schurz is ranked 3rd in the conference, I should mention. The foul was on Dalen Suddeth, so here's Kayvon Anderson at the line. I heard Olsen yelling, "We can't get a rebound out there." 20 seconds to go in this very slow quarter of basketball with 11 fouls so far. (43-32) Vikings. (11 seconds left in this quarter. Niles North in the central suburban South, they were ranked 2nd to last this year, and last year they were ranked 4th to last. So they've dropped 1 in their very competitive rankings. Anderson misses, so here's Bull. Hear the crowd counting down for 2. Yes! What a buzzer beater. That makes it 45-33. And hello everyone, thank you for joining Viking Media on this Saturday, the last Saturday, sadly, of winter break. It's been quite an exciting game so far, but one plagued by fouls on both sides of the ball. We've seen some impressive free throws, with Darian Butler scoring 3 times already. And now, thank you to our sponsor, Athletico.
Some of the greatest comeback stories never show up in the sports section. At Athletico, our physical therapists help people overcome pain and discomfort and get back to doing the things they love to do. Start your comeback. Schedule your free injury screening today at athletico.com. Athletico Physical Therapy.
So the
Better
last
for
time
every
Niles
body.
North had a losing season was 9 years ago, which was before Coach Olson was the head of this team. He's given some loud pep talks and some criticisms to his team today, and it seems like it's worked. The Vikings are up 45-33. And now let's enjoy the last quarter of this game. Thanks for watching Niles North Viking Media on YouTube. As is the custom on this website, make sure to like our video and subscribe while you're at it. Coach Shelton talking to his Schurz Bulldogs basketball team. Let me tell you about him. He's been with that school longer than our record books at Viking Media go back. He's quite the experienced coach. And since 2012, his team has had a 58% winning percentage. Here's Kenya Milton. And the breakaway by Butler for two. Yes. That would be his fourth score of the day. For two, the play, it appears, was dead before Lewis Abraham could get his layup in there. Oh, and Olsen talks to Robert William Pryor, who committed the foul. I would not want to be in his shoes right now. That makes Lewis Abraham take his shot. No good. William Pryor. There's the shot for three. Another one from Jalen Butler. Nakiel Shelton looks for his fourth score of the day. He couldn't do it there. And it's 50-33. Vikings. Okay, the foul is on the freshman, Joseph Olaf. So Kavion Anderson is at the line. Here's Smart, a veteran on this team from last year. Passes it to Bull, back to Smart. Last year, the Vikings scored 1,859 points on the court, and Smart was a reason. Oh, and there's Robert Million-Pryor scoring for the second time for 2. It's 52-33, Vikings. Elijah Bull, the sophomore, looking for another score. He gets it. There's 2. Here's Kavion Anderson. And Bull with the breakaway. Smart with the dunk. That was a very well-organized play. Smart knew where he needed to be when Elijah Bull needed to make the shot, but didn't have the accuracy. Smart knew where he needed right up at the net so that he could force it in, and the Bulldogs couldn't predict it. That's just, you could call that unpredictable and undefendable if you're Schurz. A very well-organized play by the Vikings. Fifteen fouls so far this quarter, this half. 5 minutes to go in the game. Shelton to Katie. To Anderson. No good. Unbelievable. The 16th foul just in this one half. This is the most fouls we've seen at a home game this year for the Vikings. They have 10. The Bulldogs have 7. That latest is on a Bulldog, Kenya Milton. Andrew Swedberg, counselor at Niles North and scorekeeper, is getting quite a workout for his fingers, typing in all of these fouls today. And here is at the line Omar Polycap. Okay, so now it's 58-35 Vikings. They have a very safe lead with 4:40 to go in the game. Here's Bull. To McKeely right. Back to Bull. The Vikings have scored 17% more points this season than they've let up. But that offensive drive got nowhere. Eighteenth foul of the half puts McKeely right at the line. Nakiel Shelton gets the three with his fourth score of this game. What a shot. It's 59-38 though, in favor of the home team, the Vikings. And since nothing in this game can happen without a foul accompanying it, here's Elijah Bull at the line. Foul was on Andres Cody, his fourth of the half. For three. No good from Blake Taylor. Bull works his way in and gives up the ball. Here comes Terrell Nicholas. For two. It's good. For two, the answer for the Vikings. Robert Milliam Pryor scores his third of the day. And it is 63-40, Niles North. Shelton passes it in, and there's the three-point shot that's good from Tyrell Nicholas. That's his third score of the game. Here's McKeely right. Passing all around to Polycap, to right, to Suddeth, and it's out of bounds. Fancy play from the Vikings, but they couldn't make anything happen there. Schurz has led up 195 more points this year than the Vikings, and that's showing right now in this giant lead Niles North has, with about 2 minutes to go in the game. Kavion Anderson at the line. The foul was on McKeely right. 1:50 left. And here's a Quan Smart. Vikings keep the ball. Smart has it again. And he eats up the clock. Okay, we're hearing Fabian DeVal committed a foul. It's his first of the game. And Smart is at the line. Schurz, traditionally a winning program, winning 58% of their games since 2012, look to be taking a loss today. They're down by 20 points with a minute and a half to go. Here's Tyrell Nicholas at the line. Foul on Moses Ekimbuboye. Lennox Monroe and Ekimbuboye are put in for the first time today because Niles North is taking out a lot of those starters, like Polycap, for the remainder of the game. Ekimbuboye is at the line with the foul on Fabian DeVal. Last season, Schurz ended up going 19-7. This season, they're 8-8 so far. About to be 8-9 unless they can score 20 points in a little over a minute. This last part of the game, they're doing the foul game to try to slow it down. This will be long and hard to watch. Here is J.D. Hardy at the line. The foul on Lennox Monroe. The Vikings historically average 7 home games per year. It's been great to watch them this season. Thank you for joining us, as always, on Viking Media. Next home game against New Trier on the 8th of this month. Less than a minute to go, 10 fouls on each side. And passing it in is Mohamed Zahir. Here's Yusuf Olis. And we're passing all around the court with the Vikings, who can't get inside. Olif again. He has long range, but he takes this one in for two. It's good. Here's Damian Riviera. And a foul. Olif with 2 seconds to go. 67-46. Glenn Olson takes the 184th win of his career. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elliot Parrish. Thank you for watching us on Viking Media. It's been great to have you as Niles North pummels the Bulldogs for the third time in as many times these programs have met. It's been a fun one to watch, and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Winter Break. Thank you for joining us.